Hey, what's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about a few things for free agency, okay? The legal tampering negotiating period has begun, and teams are starting to make moves, okay? To what the Cowboys themselves are starting to make some moves here as far as restructure. Sean Lee has restructured his contract. That means they're going to turn his money into, signing bonus. And they're not adding any more years to his contract, so his contract is still through 2019. But those last years of his contract are going to balloon up significantly for the cap hit. So, kind of a risky move there. He's in his 30s. You got to wonder how much longer he has. He's got, obviously he's got the medicals through his career, but the Cowboys, by doing this move, they've added another $5 million to the $3 million. So we're right about $8.5, almost $9 million of cap space that we can use. Obviously, this will be used to sign our own players. The Cowboys emphasize that a lot. So, the other thing that we're going to talk about here, obviously, the big elephant in the room, Tony Romo. This is serious because that means cap mode, okay? So, Tony Romo, everything is quiet right now. There's nothing new here. They're holding on to him. But there's speculation that he could be released here before the 9th, before free agency starts. We'll see what happens. It could be anybody's guess. There's no concrete evidence as far as a release or a trade, retirement, or staying with the team. Jerry Jones has been very, he's talked about it several times, and his answer really hasn't changed. So I think anything is on the table for Romo for his future. But I think one thing is, I don't think he will be back with Dallas. So expect something here. I would expect something here soon, but you never know now. All right, so the Cowboys, obviously they're going to lose Terrence Williams here. He's shopping around right now. They themselves are anticipating losing him, so they're in the hunt themselves. They have there's reports that they're interested in Kenny Britt, former first-round pick from the Rams, obviously. So he could be another receiver opposite Dez. He'll go up the middle. He's got better hands than Terrence Williams. There's also a report here that the Cowboys may be interested in Desean Jackson, the speedy receiver. He's bounced around the NFC East, but it looks like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are in the driver's seat for that. They have the monetary capital to make that move and throw money at him. And but the Cowboys, they do have interest there. So obviously the Cowboys, they know that they're going to have to add a receiver somewhere, either free agency or in the draft. The other players here, Jack Crawford, he's looking around. Lance Dunbar as well. These two guys will probably leave. If not, they'll come back and sign a minimal deal with the Cowboys. Preferably, I would like to see Dunbar just go ahead and move on from us. But we'll see what they do. The Cowboys do like their players, even the ones that us as fans don't particularly care for. There's a couple of those guys here. Speaking of that, J.J. Wilcox, he'll shop around. Cowboys could re-sign him on the cheap, but as it is now, looks like Barry Church will be signed off somewhere here. I expect to hear some official news here soon. That means Jeff Heath will be implanted as the other safety opposite Byron Jones. All right, so with that $8 million that we have in cap space now, the Cowboys will have some wiggle room to sign some guys here. So I think for me, the target is probably still going to be Brandon Carr, the reliable cornerback. You got to have one of these cornerbacks back. Claiborne, they're going to let him test it out and see what happens there. They may throw him another 1-year cheap deal, but they may just go ahead and move on from him as well. So we'll see what the Cowboys do. I was going to do a draft video today, but with all the free agency news that's happening here, we're going to concentrate on that for a couple of days here. In the meantime, I am putting together a very comprehensive video on the draft prospects. That video will be coming out here soon. possibly on the weekend, but we'll see. We'll see how the news looks the rest of the week. If it's slow, I might go ahead and release that video a little earlier. But that's where we're at right now. Free agency, okay? Who do you guys like? Who do you think the Cowboys are gonna keep? Are they gonna let everybody walk out the door? Okay. Who do you want the Cowboys to bring back, and who do you don't mind them leaving? All right. And any mid-level, low-level free agents that you think the Cowboys will kick the tires on? All right, let me know about that. Now, speaking of that, DeMarcus Ware, he's another name that is attached to the Cowboys. So he got the okay on his back. The Broncos, they talked to him before he hits free agency. So Ware, he's going to be out there looking for a deal here. We'll see what kind of money he's looking for. Would he give the Cowboys a discount? I would take him. I would bring him back. We know the player he's going to be. He's not going to be an every down rusher. Bring him in on passing downs and bring the pressure, okay? We need somebody. Even with, because he's going to miss some games and this and that. So, but you will get production from him, even if he misses, half the season with some sort of injury, something that he always has. So, but that's kind of an indictment of our pass rush right now. We just don't have a guy who's got numbers. We got to get a guy here in the draft that has numbers. And there will be some here, and I'll be talking about that in that comprehensive draft video, okay? So that's it, guys. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll see you here when the next news that comes out on free agency, all right? Thanks, guys.